Hello everybody, welcome to our installation video. We're very excited today. We're going to be installing a Bleutek square drain shower system. Before we get started, let's go over the parts you need on the site. First, you're going to need the pre-sloped pan with your square drain assembly. Those parts come together, as well as your sealant, your screws and fasteners, your valve and pipe seals, your waterproof band and waterproof corners, as well as your waterproof board, 1/2 inch, and your shower curb. Let's get started. First thing you want to do is remove the pipe from the area and make sure that your shower floor area is level. This is one of the most important things. First thing you want to do is make the template of the shower floor area. We recommend that you unbox the shower pan, making sure that the directions as well as the drain fabric piece is inside the box. First, to make your template, cut out where your center drain is. Then cut your left and right, front and back. Be sure to put on the template that this is the top with the arrows facing the back wall, right and left wall, so when you translate that onto the shower pan, you do not make any mistakes. Once you've made your template, you're ready to translate that onto the top of the pan, making sure that you have the writing facing up. Line it up, translate with a Sharpie, and get ready to cut your pan. Once you've made all your straight cuts, now take the pan, fit it into the space and make sure it fits nice and tight. Perfect, everything lines up. Now we're ready to cut our 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch channel around the whole perimeter of the board to receive the sealant and the wallboard and or curb. Once you've gone around the perimeter of the pan with the 1/2 inch channel from the top coat, you're now ready to make the easy cut with the razor knife, the 1/2 inch. Go around the perimeter with your razor blade and simply just cut the foam. Once you've made your cut, remove the channel. Now that you've cut the channel completely all the way around the perimeter of the pan, you're now ready again to dry fit the pan, making sure that everything fits. Once you've dry laid the pan back in place, open up the drain assembly. What's going to be in there is your finished shower trim, the PVC hub, as well as the drain collar, and 2 adapters which are compression fitting. On the box it will note the white one is PVC, the light gray one is ABS. We have a PVC drain, so we're going to use the PVC piece. Now that we're dry laid in place, take your drain assembly piece with the compression ring at the bottom. Again, making sure you make this right connection with either the PVC or the ABS. Today we're using a PVC. Push that right on there, make the good compression. Okay, now you're all set to place your hub in, nice and snug. And now take your measurement on the inside of the drain to get your measurement from the top of the trap to the bottom of your hub. Inside the hub, you're now ready to cut the PVC pipe to fit in between the hub and the trap. Right, now you're ready for the dry fit, pushing into the bottom of the compression hub and putting it into the top of the trap, making sure that it sits flush with the top of the pan. Now that you dry fit your drain assembly, it's now time to take that back out, remove the pan, and apply a 1/4 by 1/4 thin set onto the bottom of the pan as well as the shower pan area. So now add your 1/4 by 1/4 thin set evenly to the entire back of the shower pan. Now that you've spread out the 1/4 by 1/4 trowel thin set on the back of the pan evenly, do the same thing in the shower pan space area. Okay, now that you've troweled back of the shower pan as well as the shower pan area, you're ready to set your shower pan in place. At this point, you want to make sure that you push evenly down on the pan, double checking all your levels, left to right, front to back. Okay, now that your pan is cemented down, you've checked the level, everything's good, it's now time to make the first connection fitting with the proper PVC primer and PVC glue. First thing to do is take the compression adapter, prime it, prime the pipe, now make your glue, same area as the primer, inside the compression fitting. And make your connection. Now you put the compression fitting onto the bottom of the hub. Put that off to the side. Now that your cement is spread and you're ready for your final glue connection, you're going to prime down inside the bottom of the trap and the bottom of your PVC pipe, primer and glue. Sure to press firmly, twisting, making sure that your connection of your glue pipe is into the trap. Okay, now that you're glued firmly in place, one trick of the Bleutek systems that allows you to make sure that there's no deflection and bounce in the drain area is to take 4 screws into the holes of that plastic hub and screw them down into the underlayment plywood. That will ensure that the pan drain area is at the low point, nice, snug, and tight with proper pitch. Is re-trowel your area, making sure that the top of the hub is covered with the 1/4 by 1/4 thin set all the way around. Okay, now once you've spread all your thin set evenly around the drain, now place the waterproof pre-made hole band firmly in place. Take the flat side of the trowel, squeeze out all the excess cement, making sure that you get all the excess cement and the fabric becomes part of the top of the pan, not raised at that area. Making sure you get a nice tight seal. You've removed all the excess cement under the waterproofing fabric. Make sure, take a sponge and wipe down the area, making sure that nothing of the cement is raised and making sure there's a nice tight seal between that drain and the fabric, making sure it's clean. So now you're ready to put up your Bleutek 3x5 sheets waterproofed foam board, and you have your Bleutek sealant. What you're going to do is apply a bead of sealant around the perimeter area of your first sheet, making sure that you go down into those rabbited areas that you guys did earlier, And make sure that you put a good amount in there so it squeezes out once you apply the board. Okay, now that you applied your sealant, you're ready to apply your foam board. Pushing it down in the channel, squeezing out all the excess sealant. Okay, once your wall board's ready to go up, you're ready to put your screws and fasteners. Nice and flush. Again, in between each sheets, apply the sealant in between the boards at all planes. Once installed, you may need to put additional sealant on the outside of the boards to make sure that you have a perfect watertight, waterproof seal on the face of all board. Okay, once you have your back wall up, now you're ready to install your curb, which comes 6 inches high, 6 feet long. If you have a customer that wants it to be a little lower, you can cross-cut the curb to make it lower. Here's the curb here, 6 inches high, 6 feet long. So again, you can cut it. You also have to take the notch, the 1/2 by 1/2 notch now to receive the 1/2 by 1/2 notch in the shower pan, which sealant will be applied as well as the thin set on the bottom of the curb. So next, measure the length of the curb area and cut the curb straight. And check to make sure that it fits in place. Remove it, take it back out. Okay, now you're ready to cut your channel out of the bottom of the curb. The thickness of the pan is about 1 1/8 at this point, so we're going to take 1 1/8 off, and then on the back side foam, we're going to cut the 1/2 inch channel, and that'll fit right in place with the sealant. Okay, so now you made your rabbit channel on the back of the curb. Dry fit it in place, make sure that it fits nice and tight. Now you're ready to add the sealant and the thin set. Take it back out, add your sealant to the channel. Applied your sealant to the inside of the rabbit joint. Now you can apply the thin set to the bottom of the curb. Firmly in place. Once again, you'll take a level, make sure that it's level from left to right. Of course, as you guys all know, make sure when you put your marble curb, you have a drip edge on the inside. As your curb is in place with the sealant and the cement, you're now ready to put up your sidewalls. Again, using the sealant at all seams and into your channel. Apply a thin bead of the sealant, again around all the butting joints, pan, board, and cover. You finished applying all the sealant to all of the fasteners, washers, and abutting joints, corners, you're now ready to install your band and corners. Now you can measure out all your bands, pre-cut them. Doesn't have to be exact because the corners will cover after. Okay, now that you've pre-cut all your lengths of all your band, take a V-notch trowel and apply the cement where the band's gonna go. Once you've spread your cement, V-notch trowel, apply your 5-inch band. Again, using a straight edge, remove all excess cement and repeat at all seams at the bottom of the pan, as well as the upper seams in the corners. Place your 5-inch band all the way down. Once you've applied all 5-inch band, it's now time to install the inside and outside corners. Apply with a V-notch trowel another coat for the corners. Apply the corners and remove the excess cement. Again, making sure that you get the fabric flat to the board. Once you've installed all the corners, take a damp sponge, go over the seams to ensure that the cement is flat and even for an easier installation of tile. It's now time to put your valve and pipe seals in. Same application, V-notch trowel, removing all the excess cement with the flat side of the trowel. It's now time to set the drain. Take the drain collar and put the drain collar with the compression gasket facing up. Put the tile against it and make your mark so you can get the right height. Now that you've cut the collar to the appropriate height, reset the gasket, apply your cover, compression fitting into the hole, set the desired height to the tile, recheck everything, and you're now ready to install all your tile.